Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to stream. Hello, Annie. Welcome back to the couch. I hope you enjoy your stay. Hello, Saad. Welcome back to the couch. I hope you enjoy your stay. Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. Hey, goo. With the couch today. I was thinking, I saw your name early enough and I was like, Annie was here a little earlier, but Annie's on the couch like 99% of the time now. So I am actively looking for chances to switch it up. I think we'd both appreciate the freshness. Makes it seem a little more special. I think when it's not always and I'm like, is this just my set now? Is this just a permanent fixture? Oh wow, it really doesn't want to let me put it where I want it. Woo! What's up? Welcome back to the couch. Boom. I know, especially like if I'm drawing stuff. If I'm playing League on Monday, I can do that. I do. That was I almost put the minion in God, when I say minion in this context, it feels like I'm talking about like yellow minion, which is not the same kind of minion. I almost put it in the thumbnail for yesterday because I was like, when I'm doing the thumbnails, I normally put just like random scramps and things. I almost put it in the escape room or escape simulator one, but I haven't exported them yet. So I don't have them on my PC. So I guess that's something I can do right now. Since I'm not doing anything else, because I need to go to, Procreate and export them and then put them in my drive. Jurassic World Dominion. Is that the name? Is that the name of a movie? I feel like. Oh, because was that like the third movie in the new series? Is what I was looking for? No, is that the? Jurassic World was the first one. Were they all called World? Okay. Yeah, but it's funny. I was like, I don't have the minions anywhere. They exist. I drew them. I just can't access them. I just don't remember. Did they all have the prefix of World? I thought it was like. Well, I guess why would they be called Jurassic Park World? I just remember the first one being called Jurassic World, and then, oh yeah, I guess they were Jurassic World Rebirth, Jurassic World Dominion. Well, I did not remember that they were all called World. Makes sense, I guess. What? It was that? I think I've even seen Dominion. Oh yeah, that was the second one. Yeah. What was the third one called? Oh, well, the newest one was better, but that was sort of unrelated. What the fuck was that one called? I don't remember. Huh. Yeah, the Jurassic World Dominion was kind of weird. I remember forgetting that in almost the entirety of that movie, like really quickly. Because that was the one with like the mansion sequence, right? Or was that the first one? Oh fuck! I think that was the second one. The new ones were not. They didn't stick with me nearly as much. Third one was pretty bad. I feel like I liked it more than the second one. Is what I remember. But was that the one with the freaky big-headed dinosaur where they're on the island? Or no, I'm thinking of it. No, that's a different movie. No, the third one was with the one with the long claws and the fire tornado in like the walled place. I feel like I liked them all a little bit, but none of them I feel like were like, wow, I can't wait to rewatch these. Or being like, whoa. I don't know. I feel like they kind of were. They're fun. I think it was a little bit too much like, are dinosaurs cool? I'm like, yeah, dinosaurs are cool, but like, could we also have like good movie too? They're not bad. They're not good movies. There's definitely a lot worse. Oh, okay. It's funny, I feel like I was exporting the images and I didn't notice them showing up, but I think I've gotten them. And Drive is one of the few apps I still have on my iPad. I've had to really lock in on space on the device. Okay. JP, is that, I'm assuming that's Jurassic Park. I don't think I've ever seen that shortened before. You know, not good JP. And JW1, Jurassic World. Okay. Oh, they're always named bad file names. Okay, there we go. What? Where the fuck? Why is Oop coming in here? What the hell? What? Oh, because Annie said it. I feel like I can contextually know when that's what. That was not that was not a an oop. That was a oop. I was like, what? Where the fuck is that coming from? Yeah, no, it's I keep getting this this pop-up when I'm drawing, and it's like, oh, you're running out of space, and then I go and I check the storage, and it's like 90% system files and updates, and I'm like, fuck, I have like 5 gigabytes of drawings, please. I think I've got a couple. I think I've got a couple gigabytes of space now. I did have to offload every other app though. I wasn't using them, so it's fine. But it was a little funny, and I'm like, really? It's happened twice now. I think I could also offload or delete some of the projects that aren't like the minions maybe, because especially it's like I don't need them all to be able to be worked on at once. I could just, you know, put them in my drive or on my PC and move around. It would just be extra work. And I'm pretty lazy when it comes to multi-device organization management. Okay, this is Red Caster Minion PNG. This is Blue Melee Minion. All right. Know about Candy Shop? No, I'm fairly certain that is the first time I've ever read, heard, or seen anything even remotely close to that. Sometimes people say things like, have you heard of this? And I'm like, I feel like that sounds like something I heard recently, or you're getting at this. I have no clue. That could be poor road construction. Sometimes you talk about that. That could be political. That could be a popular content creator. I have no idea. I have never seen anything like that in my life. I don't know, the Kanti Shah my balls. Oh god, the blue melee minion, I had it cut off on the sides. Oh, so that's gonna look really weird. Oops. You know what? B grade movies. I don't know if I've ever heard of it said like that before. But yeah, I am aware of, you know, A-list celebrity, or, you know, different. So this is, yes, is that related? I reckon though, as soon as it leaves like the country or language of origin, just because I know about smaller movies doesn't mean I'm gonna know about anything about like a smaller movie from across the globe. Is that okay? Be a great movie director, but yeah, okay, I'm like, if it's in India, I would yeah, okay, okay, that would explain why I've never heard of it. I doubt I've even heard of a name of a movie they've been associated with. If it's not in English, I probably know nothing about anything, with the small exception of some Japanese things. I might know like just a tiny bit. I know like 2 names, so and they're both Miyazaki. No. I'm also really not like a big like film studies guy. Like I don't know years or like directors and shit. Like sometimes people are like, oh, you don't know that this was by this person? I'm like, no. I just watched it, dude. A cinephile. The Cineman. Okay. Yeah, wow, I think I really fucked up with the let's see. I think I have another scrap around here somewhere, right? Oh, floating. Let's see, because this, yeah, oh, I cut off the sides. So this scrap really needs to be like over here and like behind me. For some reason I was drawing that, I was like, this is great, I don't have to draw the whole thing, without the thought that that would be a bad thing. Hire famous actors from Bollywood. Okay. Great source of meme material. That's cool. That's I don't know that I'm happy for you. Yeah, this one does look better and is a full. God, I feel like he's kind of rotated. I think he's a little. Yeah. Okay. Floating minion. Although would actors from Bollywood not, if your B-list movie is full of A-list celebrities, would that not kind of make it just because the budget's low? Okay. Interesting. Yeah, the blue minion is pretty clipped. And I do remember being like, oh, cool. It's, you know, I don't have to do the whole thing. It's going off the side. And I don't know how that didn't occur to me that that's kind of a problem. I think B-grade movies are. So, right, the reason... So, okay, right. The reason they're called that is because it is below the quality of the thing above it. So as soon as you fill something that's supposed to be lower quality with something from the higher quality, right? That, you know, what do you think B grade movies are? Boom, 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 boom. It's also funny. I'd never heard of grade before. I always just, there was like B movies, but then I guess it sounds kind of like the B movie. Mog Station. Oh, shoes. Are they good shoes? They are. Oh, and you're like, I already put them on. I already put them on, and they looked good. Oof, that's rough. That's rough. Yeah. I googled B grade, and the first things came up with like 3 things from India. So this must be some sort of phenomena. What? But the thing is, you're expecting me to know local lore again? And so are you implying that trend has continued and all of the B grade movies in India have soft pornographic content? And you're like, no, that's what makes it. That's what makes the, even though it's got a bunch of lore dumping on you. I don't think that's what I describe it. It's so unrelated. Oh wow, the Kanti Shah Wikipedia page has like 1 paragraph of text. Damn. It's like he's got 1 paragraph of text, and then it's just like 46 films. Oh wait, there's a second section called Early Life, and it has 1 sentence. That's awesome. This is one of the smallest Wikipedia pages I've ever seen. Loom up the sets to give shoe names. Is that Like you don't know what the if I would the Mog station would I don't I've bought like one thing on the Mog station. It's pretty hard for me to spend money online. You can pry my money from my cold dead hands. I have been very tempted by some of the emotes. Emote very unique. Oh, but I guess a lot of these attire pictures don't really show the shoes, do they? On here, like if I click in, will it show? Alternative. Is it just called that? Oh, alternative attire. Oh, I like that hat. That hat's fun. Oh. Oh, there's a close-up of the shoes. They're kind of spiky. Spiky shoes. Oh, spiky. I mean, those look a lot like, I feel like I probably would wear like the Halloween fit with the horns. I do see the difference, and those were kind of like more like chunky boots, but that'd probably be close enough for me. Spiky. I like those pants. The big baggy, those pants are very, I think those look kind of unique. Although they look a little bit like the starting Aura pants, but they're still good and they got a big belt. I like the pants and the hat. Wait, functioning visor? Is it, can you take the eye patch on and off? It's not like eyewear. I was like, what the, it says functioning visor. Oh, is the tattoo on the arm part of the shirt? Or the bracelets? Finger diamonds. I guess I can see something on the fingers. I just kind of assumed it was like rings or something. There's not a... Oh no, oh yeah, okay, yeah, I see. Huh. Mog station photography. Patch on, patch off. Simply use the visor when you want to change your look. That's funny. Patch on, patch off. Oh, you know, and one of the things I haven't played, I haven't played Guess the Game in a while. And so I was like, oh, I could do that again. What did I have a... It's called Guess the Game. That's what the scene's called. Although, this is definitely... I feel like I should... This is the thing called Guess the Game, but wait, I mean, let's, I swear there used to be a way to duplicate source. Wait, why is it grayed out? I should just make another video source. No, but I want it to be the same size. Why can't I duplicate this anymore? I swear that used to be an option I could do. Yeah. 'Cause I feel like there's way too much crap on the screen. I feel like the ads have gotten way worse. Oh, what if I scroll around? That'll this is this is the amount of content that there is. Okay. This oh well, yeah, actually the reason it's probably different is this is the same source I was changing for watching YouTube. That it is probably a little fucked up. Oh, but if I do that, then you can't see what I'm typing. That's probably as close as we're gonna get. Yeah, now that's scuffed looking. I can put the text right in the box. Might put this a little lower. Zero chesses. What does that mean? Okay. That looks close enough. It's gonna be a rude awakening next time. Guesses I'm just trying to. Oh no! When I play games like this, I'm not looking for anyone to help me play the game. I'm playing this game. You can talk about me playing the game, or about the picture you see, or about what you're doing, but I'm not looking to be like, oh my god, it's totally this. You should guess this. That no, like I'm not. Yeah, please don't. Not there on certain occasions I feel like stream is more collaborative. Normally I'm just looking to me do a thing. When I'm doing art, I definitely want collaboration. When I'm doing other stuff, I definitely like topics, people talking about stuff, being funny, etc. But here, no, I'm not even. Stall I7D. Hello. Welcome to the couch. I hope you enjoy your stay. I don't think I recognize the @ and Tanjiro icon is what it looks like from here. Have you been around before? If so, welcome back. I'm sorry that it's the @apocalypse has made it very strange when people come back and I'm like, what? How you doing, man? I'm okay. How are you doing? Yeah, this image looks like a 2003 game. I feel like this is somewhere near water. I feel like you got these lights, but I feel like I'm gonna be annoyed that I don't get this because it doesn't look specific enough for me to narrow it down. First time here in 17 years live. Well, I'm glad I said, you know, that I hate when I don't remember people, but sometimes the conflicts of things can come together. You know, welcome for the first time. I don't love that I know how old you are now. But you know, that's not something you really have a lot of control over other than the telling me part. But the way that it came up, that I like that it made sense. So I'm not gonna be like, why'd you do that? But me too. You know what? A lot of people lie about how old they are. I'm getting that is 100% the truth. That is a perfect 17-year-old reaction. You know, so I can respect the honesty. Sometimes people are like, yeah, I'm 17. I'm like, yeah, you're 10, bro. And they're like, yeah, you know, I'm really old. And it's like, nah, it ain't. Where are you from, man? Originally from heaven is the official answer. Yeah, I don't think I have a good enough guess for this because it could be anything. But like I'm just gonna go with something a little crazy and do like Jack 2. Is it not called? Was it not called Jack 2? Oh, it was numerals 2. LTRs. Wait, no, is this actually Dark Souls? No way. I almost guessed Dark Souls. No way. Oh, okay, thank God it's Demon Souls. Oh, thank God. Oh, it's an imposter. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. I haven't played Demon Souls. Oof. Okay. I was like, oh my God, is this Duke's Grand Archives? Oh, thank God. Oof. That would have been so nasty to miss Dark Souls. Guess the poorly described game? Wait, I want to try that. You play as an unlicensed civil engineer forcing sentient sticky spheres to form highly unstable workplace structures. Like World of Goo? No. Physics simulator where your building materials have eyeballs and desperate desire to be sucked into industrial plumbing. It's not World of Goo? Oh, it's the franchise. Model is super interactive. You bought it what? I made it myself. But yep, I made it myself. It's just a Vroid that I painted on. I've done like a teeny bit of the rigging work on it. So I don't know any other World of Goo games. World of Goo 2? What? Bro, how was I supposed to know which World of Goo game it was based off of the description? What the fuck? What kind of game is this shit, man? Okay. A heavily breathing man is terrified of the dark and absolutely refuses to fight back against anyone. Like Amnesia? I don't know. Doesn't look tiny to me. What? An immigrant's pursuit of the American dream is constantly derailed by aggressive invitations to indoor sports. The last two, I feel like I did exceptionally well on. This one, if it's about selling art, please no. Yeah, I have a feeling it's like, hey, do you want to check out my profile on Twitter or Instagram? That feels like where it's going. You got there before I did. Oh, well, it's not there yet. Wait, hang on. Amount of rigging. I said, that's what the little, that's what you're talking about. I did very little. That is true. I did it. It was because, like, so when I updated some of the stuff, my eyes wouldn't close. So and even if you look close enough, I think you should see that it's hard for me to look, but like, right, my eyes still don't really close quite right sometimes, especially like when I'm winking. And that's the only rigging I've done, was I was trying to fix that. And I think I got both eyes. I mean, it's really hard for me to see right now. Am I doing it? But the winking, I couldn't quite. Sometimes, you know, if I go fast enough, you can't really tell, but like, right, I am trying to have my eye fully closed, and the rigging doesn't really like that. But so, yeah. Eyes were indeed closed. Let's go! But yeah, that's the only rigging I have done amount wise. So it really is very small. Rigging process. Yeah, rigging is definitely super hella specific and an endeavor, and that's one of the things that like translates across the 2D 3D barrier. It is that it looks like, because I think, you know, the perspective art for 3D is much easier, I think, than 2D. Although I have seen some interesting things recently about like rotating stuff, so maybe there's more to it than I'm giving credit for. But yeah, rigging do be a lot. I have no clue what this is. Is it just like basketball? Because like, is this some sort of basketball game? Because an indoor sport is very specific, because like that's probably basketball. What's like NBA? Although there seems like there's a plot. I don't know. Traumatized war veteran tries to start fresh in a new country, but mostly ends up chauffeuring his relative and running over pedestrians. Oh, so is this some sort of like GTA? I don't know GTA. I don't know, dude. Like, just hit 5. Apparently, or is it supposed to be? Nope, it has to be GTA 2. It is GTA, I think. I was gonna go for it was like San Andreas. I watched a video about that. Was it because I said GTA? Parody of New York, excessive vehicular appropriation. Excessive vehicular appropriation. Now that's a funny description. So, what's the, oh God, I don't, but it's not, if it's New York, that's not 5. 4? It was 4. Grand Theft. This is funny. I like a silent guy in a very problematic looking hat wakes up from a nap to beat up floating babies and crying statues. Very problematic looking hat? I don't know that for some reason I'm thinking Darksiders. No, you are literally too angry to die, so you run around a deeply disturbing church camp hitting giant hands with a swinging incense burner. What? Because that's not Dante's Inferno. Is right? But church camp? What is this? Too angry to die, disturbing church camp, giant hands, swinging incense. Oh, it's blasphemous. Is it Blasphemous 2? Do there need to be franchises in this, man? Oh, wow. I haven't played Blasphemous. I didn't see that coming. The problematic hat. Ah, wow. Okay. You're an overworked aerial taxi driver whose primary job is shouting through a megaphone at pedestrians? What? What? Aerial taxi driver? So is that just pilot? Or is it like floating car? Megaphone at pedestrians. I've got no clue what this is. What if I just say aerial taxi? Aerial knights never yield. Spend your days kidnapping injured people with a harness and dropping water buckets on neighborhood barbecue accidents. Oh, so this is some sort of like emergency rescue. Like fire rescue? Like it's like helicopter. Planes, fire, and rescue? Sure, we'll go. 90s gig economy simulator where you constantly switch between being an airborne paramedic, a firefighter, and an anti-riot police officer. Yeah, because this is just, it was just like a, this is just, I know it's like, what's, Trauma Team in Cyberpunk? Yeah, that does seem like an interesting kind of game. Level-based rescue. No, was there like a Sims thing? Like helicopter? That, is this different? I don't know. Radio. Blocking Metropolis you previously built from a top-down. Previously built from top-down perspective. You have to save this tiny category. It is Sim something. Fuck. Oh, I knew it. I don't know what this is called. I thought it was something about Sims Fire. Oh, is it because I didn't say Sim City? SimCity helicopter, or is that different? Oh fuck. I forgot the difference between, I forgot that the Sims City is very different. Ah, fuck. I don't know the name. I don't know what it's called, and I can't find it in the list. Simcopter. Fuck. God. God damn it. I feel like I figured it out, but it was not coming up, but it was because it was not Sim City and not Sims, it was Simcopter. Fuck. A blonde guy really struggles to find his favorite brand of chewing gum while the local law enforcement gets unusually aggressive. I'm pretty sure this is Duke Nukem. Oh god, which one? Probably the first one? Fuck, dude. I feel like the franchise thing does not work in this one, bro. How the fuck am I supposed to know which Duke Nukem this was? I've played no Duke Nukems. Was it the one that was highlighted? No. Reading descriptions also, they're changing up there. I don't, it's not gonna help. 3D? It was 3D. Ah! How was I supposed to know that? So poorly described. A smooth jazz listening app where you occasionally wash a used car and change its oil. What? What? Is this like car mechanic or something? I don't know. Spend hours trying to pass an arbitrary driving exam so you can legally drive a 1998 Japanese hatchback at 30 miles per hour. What? What? Metacritic score 84%. I turned it black. What is this? Photography and car washing simulator that forces you to yell at lazy AI driver who refuses to overtake anyone. What is this? A digital hoarding problem where half of your 1,000 vehicles look like they were imported from a previous console generation. Oh, it's racing? So is this like a Forza or something? I don't know. Or like Grand. Oh, it's funny that it was a Gran Turismo. Why is that? Are these an accurate description of Gran Turismo? They don't talk about like racing at all. It doesn't talk about. This makes it sound like it's a slow car driving game. 30 miles per hour. And they're just talking about movies, listening jazz app, occasionally watch the used car. Maybe this was just written by someone who like really knows Gran Turismo, and for some reason this was like funny and they would know it, but like you need to tell me it's a racing game in the description, my guy. Because they didn't even talk about driving cars in the first description. What? How are you supposed to get that? A severely dismembered hero saves the world by throwing his detached body parts at his problems. I feel like I should be able to get that based off of that description. Detached body parts. I feel like there's like a zombie game where you do that, but I don't feel like they're saving the world. They're just like surviving at carnival. Severely dismembered hero saves the world by throwing his detached body parts at his problems. I know that's not how Pikmin works, but I don't know. I don't have a better guess. Plays a floating torso who somehow manages to climb vines and punch evil plums? Oh, are they talking about Raymond? Isn't he? But what? He's not actually dismembered, right? Throwing his detached body parts just because he has floating limbs. An aspiring aviator uses his own hair to fly while rescuing tiny pink creatures from hanging cages. Hero has no arms, no legs, and no neck, but still wears a sweet hoodie and white glove to fight Mr. Dark. I don't feel like he's actually dismembered. I think this is... Game mascot's literally missing his limbs, but uses his detached fist and helicopter hair to perform his way. I feel like detached. I know. I'm like, I think this is sort of wrong, actually. But God, the ads on this page are changing like every 5 seconds. I don't remember it being this bad. This is crazy. Gotten the same Game of Thrones House of the Dragon ad like 10 times separately. Friendship destruction simulator disguised as a casual Friday night activity involving dice and blunt trauma. I'm assuming this is like, what's it called? Like Liar's Poker? Or what's it called? It's called something, it's Liar's... what? It's called Liar something. No. Liar's Bar. That's what I was looking for. It wasn't coming up though. maybe it's not this. I guess it's not that. Friendship is casual Friday night activity involving dice and blunt trauma. It feels like friend slop, but as far as I know, like Among Us doesn't have dice, right? But I don't. Famously family-friendly board game. A lot more shotguns, blood, and existential dread when someone steals your currency. What is this, like Monopoly with guns? Monopoly party. You and your closest pals take turns navigating a treacherous landscape just to shoot each other in the face with explosive eggplant. It's some sort of party game. No, because they're definitely. Only the digital board game where you get run over by a train, punched by a boxing glove on a spring, then forced to play knockoff Tron minigame. But it's not like Mario Party, right? Wouldn't they have? I don't think I'm gonna know the name of this. Pummel Party. Ah, yeah. A lot of people were streaming that in like 2020 or 2019. It was pre-pandemic. I've never played it. I didn't know its name. Interesting. Spend a concerning amount of time being sexually harassed by a major household appliance while dealing with a massive workplace dispute. What? I feel like they're being really intentionally funny here. There's no way that's Portal, right? Okay, good. Because I'm like, I don't think GLaDOS is like a fridge. Grumpy man with anger issues argues with his clothing while trying to fix the world's worst software update? Is this a real game? Anger issues argues with his clothing? World's worst software update. Is it what's a Mario Galaxy with the hat? I don't know. Can he argue with the hat? Imagine if a utopian society was run by a magical liquid goo, but now all the crash test dummies have mustaches and want to beat you to death. What? I don't know what this is. It was like the We Were Happy. What was that? We Happy Few. I don't know. Is that the plot of that game? Popular underwater? Just a no. No. No, it's okay. It's not BioShock. Good. I was like, please no. You're fighting rogue farming equipment? Mother Russia. What is it? What the hearts? What's the something iron hearts? No, bionic heart, atomic heart. Why did it say? Oh, it's saying it's BioShock, but you're a communist trying to start a robotic theme park. Argues with his clothing. Where's the software update? Major household appliance. I don't know enough about Atomic Heart. Apparently. Welcome back, Sod. What's happening here? Guessing games based off of poorly described descriptions. Atomic Heart. Huh. Okay. I guess eventually I got there. I didn't know anything about the first couple. Oh, hey. Hey, Saad, you know this one. An angsty immortal repeatedly runs away from home. Oh, actually, I guess you might not. You've played the second one. An angsty immortal repeatedly runs away from home because his dad is annoying, but keeps ending up back in his bedroom via a pool of blood. This one's too... I feel like they must not have played this game. This is way too specific. This is not... This isn't even poorly described. This one's just factually accurate. And is actually a large portion of the game. I guess that's just like regular guess the game. Some of them are just like, this is easy. It is indeed Hades. I would be incredibly surprised if it wasn't. Oh, it's not showing this. Have you not been able to see what enemy I guess this time? Hades indeed. Maybe because maybe this one is a slightly different ratio than the other guess the game. Let's see. You dropped in the woods by a jerk in a suit, and now you have to eat seeds from the dirt while hallucinating. I don't know, is that like Slender Man? That it's not, doesn't appear to be an option. No. Okay. Beard growing simulator where stepping away from the campfire at night results in immediate death by an invisible monster. Yeah, Slenderman was my best guess. I don't know. I'd spend all day picking up twigs and manure just so you can make a dapper hat to stop yourself from being afraid of shadows. What? I don't know. Is this like, or is this like, is this something about the forest? No. Shaving a giant hairy cow while it sleeps is a legitimate survival strategy, assuming the angry dogs do not eat you first. Or is that what Don't Starve is about? Oh. Huh. I don't know enough about Don't Starve to know if this makes sense. Dead by Daylight. I don't know a lot about Dead by Daylight, but that didn't sound like Dead by Daylight to me. You play as a rogue government agent in the 90s whose primary method of problem solving involves diving backwards out of windows. I feel like that could describe a lot of things. Cause like, is double action Boogaloo in here? No. Hitman, I don't know. He doesn't go backwards, does he? Cause it's probably like, I don't. I was trying to figure out what's. I don't remember what, it was GoldenEye 007. No. Historical simulator where you try to save the free world, but mostly just aggressively slide around on your backside. Is it not double action Boogaloo? Is that not this? No? It sounds like this game. Aggressively slide on your backside. Or is this supposed to be, is this a Call of Duty? Like a more, but a recent one? Oh, what was the one from like 3 years ago that was set in like 90s US. Oh, it is. It is. It's. Was that? That wasn't. Was that? That wasn't a Black Ops though, right? Assassin's Creed or Dishonored? Sod. What? That was 6. Hey, nice. Okay, the sliding. You saw this was Call of Duty. Okay, they were really going in on the sliding, but I guess this was this was Omni movement. Omni movement. Dive backwards out of windows. Omni movement. Black Ops 6. Safe house solving puzzles. Shoot zombies in a bowling alley. In case you remember, there was a campaign to finish. Wow. An annual military shooter where players complain about matchmaking while violently launching themselves sideways in slow motion. I don't know about the launching themselves sideways in slow motion. They're really going in on the Omni movement here, but I like the annual military shooter where players complain about matchmaking. That's accurate. Bowling alley. Yeah, I have footage of this game on my channel. First-person game where a rogue team does shady operations during the Gulf War, featuring a lot of jumping in every possible direction. Wow, they're really going in on Omni movement. That was apparently very specific, which I'm just gonna say it sounds a lot like Double Action Boogaloo, okay? It was Call of Duty. It was not from your series though, Annie, so it's okay. It's from the other one. An invertebrate gets a massive glow up thanks to a wardrobe malfunction from space, then spends his time carrying livestock and answering bizarre trivia questions. Wardrobe malfunctioned from space. Spends his time carrying livestock and answering bizarre trivia questions. I feel like the invertebrate has gotta be the biggest clue here, because like I don't know a lot of games that I would say star invertebrates. I was thinking the Another Crab's Treasure, but I don't think the livestock and trivia questions fits with that. And wardrobe malfunctioned from space. I don't know this one. That's not Another Crab's Treasure, right? Okay, no, a dirt-eating tube inside a muscular space tuxedo goes on a surreal crusade to stop an obnoxious bird from marrying a generically named royal. Wait. What? Oh God! Metacritic score 45%. What's like Space Worm Jim? Or no? Or because dirt eating tube, I think that's a worm. Isn't it called Jim? Earthworm Jim? He wasn't a regular worm, he was Earthworm Jim 2. Are worms invertebrates? Does the outside of the worm count as... Oh, it's because they just, it's just, I thought, I kind of assumed you needed an exoskeleton to count as an invertebrate, but I guess it's that the outside counts. Huh, I'm not, yeah. Oh, no, it's neither develop nor retain a vertebral column. It's spine. It's not exoskeleton. It's endovertebra. Oh, you know, I think I didn't remember that. Yeah, guess the poorly described game. Space Marine gets ghosted by his digital girlfriend, so he ditches work to find her while HR sends a new hire to drag him back. This is Halo 5 Guardians. Oots, 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 oots. Yeah, I still got it. Finally, a good one. Easy. I was like, give me a hard one, but it will, I'm sure. Petty thief joins a cult of overdramatic introverts who really hate the local government and love wearing uncomfortable robes in the desert. What in the Ku Klux Klan over here? Uncomfortable robes in the desert. Robes in the desert. I don't know. What's like one of those, like one of the Far Cry games? Far Cry, bro. That's so cray. You know, Assassin's Creed could work. A guy who sneaks around a dusty metropolis relying on a bird to do his scouting because looking over walls is too much effort. But petty thief. Oh, I haven't played Assassin's Creed Origins. Is he just a thief? Local pickpocket gets a fancy spring-loaded knife, hallucinates a creepy shadow monster, and spends most of his time eavesdropping on people sitting on benches. Because local pickpocket gets so yeah, that is a hidden blade. What else is in the desert? Most of the time eavesdropping on people sitting on benches. They're not trying to, no, this is creepy shadow monster. But it said desert. Odyssey should be in Greece. There shouldn't be any deserts. Oh, Mirage? Yeah, I forgot about Mirage. I haven't played an Assassin's Creed game since like 3 or 4. And so some of these the petty thief, I was like, well, that's not Assassin's Creed because they're the thief. And I was like, and then actually using a bird, I was like, that's not an Assassin's Creed mechanic. And there's like, Mirage. Yeah, I don't know anything about Mirage. I've watched Donkey play it with throwing knives. Like that's the only video I've seen in Mirage. Oh, and there was it was like the Imagine Dragons song. Just Mirage. A relaxing tropical vacation is completely ruined because a monochrome teddy bear decides a group of teenagers needs more trauma. Oh, Annie, I think this one's for you. Isn't this sounds like Danganronpa, right? Right? Monochrome teddy bear decides a group of teenagers needs more trauma? Is that, am I crazy? I don't know anything about. Is there one with a tropical vacation? Or I know enough to know that it sounds like that. 2. Okay, I'm going for it. Can I spell it right? Is it an A? Is it? Yep. 2. Goodbye Despair. Let's go. That's called teamwork. Nice. I mean, maybe you were just distracted enough that I get to claim that it was teamwork because I happen to know that you would know before you said you would know. That would have taken me at least double the guesses because I probably would have gone for Danganronpa without a number. Let's go. Especially with a colon, Goodbye Despair, I would not have. I like when it's just the number. Nice. Let's go. Spend an inordinate amount of time breaking down cardboard boxes in the dark and drinking toilet water just to stave off the inevitable. You can't drink toilet water in Abiotic Factor, I don't think. So I think this is something else. Valigarmonda. Oh shit. Oh shit. Gotta clutch up. You're like, hey, sorry guys, I'm gonna get killed real quick. I need to go tell them which Danganronpa this is. AFK, BRB, you guys can handle it. Face first, like, what are you doing? You're like, I'm doing important things. I promise. They don't know which Danganronpa this is. It's true, I didn't. I guess although the breaking down cardboard boxes makes it that seems specific because that's you could do, yeah, but then the drinking the water in Fallout isn't. I feel like this is probably a survival game that I am not super familiar with, but I guess I'll just say Abiotic Factor. I don't think you can drink the toilet water. A hoarding simulator where finding a moldy granola bar feels like winning the lottery, assuming the lottery also involves freezing to death. Try some Danganronpa sometime? Scared you'd hate it. I don't know. I've only played like 2, you know, like visual novelty type things, and they were fun. But I don't know. I haven't really considered it. I think this is a survival game. I don't know. Snow. Cute little rabbits over stuff. What's like yeah, there's one that's in like the north, or like which 2 did you play? I played AI the Somnium Files and AI the Nirvana Initiative. Oh, it was AI Somnium Files and then AI Somnium Files all capitalized -- Nirvana Initiative. And No Sleep for Kaname Date is on my wish list. I think I've heard of this one. I don't remember what the Long Dark. Yeah, I haven't played that. I wasn't gonna remember the name unless I googled it. A bunch of imaginary friends from ancient history get together to bully some oversized statues. PS Vita. That's one I don't think I've ever seen with my own 2 eyes. I've never laid eyes physically on that device. Imaginary friends from ancient history get together to bully some oversized statues. I feel like I'm gonna know what this is, but I don't. I don't feel like I have enough context. And I know it's wrong, but I'm gonna just go with Shadow of the Colossus because I don't have a better guess. Why is that not coming up? Oh. Yeah. Gamer, you try and stop an angry dog from eating the sun, but instead you just end up yelling at your teammates for feeding. Well, it sounds like a MOBA. Oversized statues? Tell your teammates for feeding. Oh, it's Smite. Oh, you know, the oversized statues did sound a little MOBA-y, but wow. God, could even if you played Smite, would you guess that? That's not specific enough. I mean, probably if you put instead you end up yelling at your teammates for feeding, if you merge that with like the first one, I think that would be good. But then in the end, like try and stop an angry dog from eating the sun. Does Fenrir do that a lot? Is that the overall? Is that the plot of Smite? Oh. Wow, okay. Got in 2. That's not too bad. An elderly billionaire uses his mobility aid as a deadly weapon to hoard more wealth instead of just paying his taxes. What? It's Batman. I don't know. Geriatric avian travels to dangerous locales and jumps on the heads of indigenous wildlife in a relentless quest for shiny rocks. And what? Shiny rocks. Professor X gone bad. I know the mobility aid. I'm like, I think if Professor X was killing people, it probably wouldn't be the wheelchair. It would probably be his mind powers. It does sound platformer, but like that's not like a Banjo-Kazooie, is it? Like, I don't. Rich capitalist travels to outer space in haunted castles just to prove he has more money than another rich capitalist. Platform NES. Money bags. The money. I don't know what this is. Why walk normally when you can bounce around on a walking stick like an extreme sports enthusiast while an absolutely banging chiptune soundtrack plays? Yeah, this is genre platform. This is definitely some. Am I even gonna recognize this? Old Scottish waterfowl travels the globe fighting a witch and rival billionaire to increase his already absurd net worth. Pogo jumping bird? DuckTales. Like the game? What? Oh. I did not know that was a thing. I did not know there was a game. But now I'm understanding their emphasis on the money. That would make sense. I did not know that was a game. Two senior citizens' college rivalry escalates into global terrorism, forcing a heavily armed child to clean up the mess. What? Two senior citizens' college rivalry escalates into global terrorism, forcing a heavily armed child to clean up the mess. The college rivalry is really interesting because if that's literal, I feel like that really narrows it down. Because, like, I feel like there's a lot of things about senior citizens and heavily armed children, but normally they're not set in a world that has college. And global terrorism. I don't think I know what this is. But I've been elderly in college. Yeah, no. I'm assuming the people are old now and they were rivals since college. But it's the existence of college is still the thing that interests me the most. Yeah, I'm assuming the seniors are not currently in college. And like I would go with like some sort of like I don't remember. I haven't played any of the Uncharted, but a heavily armed child is very specific. Oh, do you if Professor X coming back around? Him and Magneto? That's possible. Is there one featuring the what? A heavily armed child is still like, what is that? But I'm gonna go with, I'm just gonna go with just send yeah, okay. A blue child commits serial identity theft by murdering 8 specialized construction workers and taking their tools. Who is blue? Specialized construction workers. Who is blue? I think we might be stuck a little bit too much on the X-Men. That's possible, I guess, but I feel like that might be a little bit of a that might not be the right path. As far as I mean, I guess it could be the DuckTales again. As far as I'm aware, there is no X-Men game starring one of them as a child. Sonic is interesting. I don't know if Sonic doesn't use tools, does he? It has to be something related to X-Men. I really think that's probably not the case. Sonic is interesting. He is blue. But I don't know. He doesn't really know his tools, does he? A legally modified domestic servant who shoots yellow pellets at an old man's expensive toys. Oh, this is recent. Well, okay, not that recent. It's the Xbox One, PS4, Switch era. A legally modified domestic servant. Who is, they're blue? They're blue and a child. Yellow pellets. And they're blue. What is this? Boy learns to slow down time and shoot really hard just because an evil scientist remembered his old university thesis? Slow down time? What is this? Famous blue cyborg uses a robotic dog as a trampoline to defeat themed bosses and steal their color palettes? A famous blue cyborg? From 2018? Famous blue cyborg. Oh, fuck. It's a Mega Man, isn't it? Or like, or is Astro Boy? Or like, I always get them confused. Wait, and I'm like, Mio's Mega Man 11. Okay, because Astro Boy and Mega Man, I swear, are like, they look exactly the same to me. Oh, okay, no, they're different. It's Astro Boy in a blue hat is Mega Man. They look the same to me, but yes. Wow. He's a cyborg? And okay, so the scientist who made Mega Man must have a rivalry to serial identity theft. Also, just because their outfit's blue, I don't know. Yellow. Wow, wow, yeah, okay, interesting. I was not gonna get that. Guy with severe phantom limb syndrome assaults everyone he meets while hoarding glowing yellow insects. Well, so is it just phantom pain? What's no, okay. You team up with a flying frog thing to slap the living daylights out of actual toads on stilts. Hoarding glowing yellow insects. Flying frog thing to slap daylights out of actual toads on stilts. What? I don't have, aggressively French platformer where you wake up from a century-long nap just to rescue little blue guys with massive noses. Or like Smurfs? Is there a You and three friends sprint through paintings, violently slapping each other off cliffs while trying to save magical teens? Is this multiplayer? Magical. I don't know what's happening here. Only game where you can punch dragons and giant luchadors to the rhythm of mariachi version of Eye of the Tiger. What? Wait, oh, is this another Rayman game? Phantom Limb Syndrome. Dude, what the fuck is up with them writing about Rayman? Did he used to be a full man? Does he miss his limbs? What? Where's the lore? I need Rayman lore apparently, because no. Main protagonist says he's a human-like creature who has no limbs, though he has hands, feet, and a head that are able to move independently with his body. Hair helicopter blades for means of transportation. Yeah, but he was voiced by Simon. Distinctively limbless, right? Yeah, but I feel like they keep writing like he used to have limbs. Oh. Rayman originally had limbs when the developer tried to install the game. Oh no, he had limbs artistically. Create the character without limbs, which became I think he's limbless on purpose. They keep writing about him like he's suffering. Phantom limb syndrome. I don't think he has that. He doesn't have severe phantom limb syndrome. He never had them. But a poor description normally isn't factually incorrect. That's the thing. Like, broken physics engine tech demo, where the bugs are considered features and you ruin people's day. This better not be Skyrim. Okay, thank God. Oh, this must be Goat Simulator. I didn't, yeah, okay. I didn't know if they were like, oh my God, the bugs are features. And they were like, this better not be Skyrim. Goat Simulator. I guess the 62% Metacritic score really helped me get there. Platforming simulator where your friends become pincushions and everyone is constantly out of ammunition. I mean, this seems kind of generic. Although, your friends become pincushions and everyone is constantly out of ammo. But it's platforming. Friends become pincushions? Is it like Sackboy? Be like literally pincushions? No. Extreme dodgeball with lethal projectiles, excessive head stomping in tiny boxed in rooms. I don't know. Original platform. Ouya? What the fuck is an Ouya? You spend half the match desperately trying to pick up the sticks you just threw at your sibling before they step on your hat. What the fuck is an Ouya? Wait! Android-based micro console launched in 2013? This isn't something from the 80s? An Ouya. And it's a company controller. What the f... I feel like I'm having a psychotic break. Oh, you haven't played an Ouya? It plays games on the... Or, you know... Oh, you don't get your streaming from Beeboo? Just boot up Beeboo in your Ouya. What? I have never heard of this. How have I not heard of this? What is this? What the fuck? Micro console. And there was a game for this? Micro console. Best-selling game Towerfall. Huh. You said split. I don't. Splitlings? Yeah, it came up. Looks like no, but a local multiplayer friendship reunion where catching a flying stick out of midair is the ultimate flex. I'm pretty sure I've never heard of this. Robin Hood meets Super Mario Galaxy, or Super Mario in a pixelated arena where missing your shot means have to go fetch it, ruining your life. Wait! It was it was Ouya's top grossing game. I guess I can't say I've never heard of it because technically I have. When I looked at the picture of that and clicked on it, I was like, okay, this seems like something else. But then I switched on and said developer, Maddie Makes Games. I was like, wait, that was just the Wikipedia page I was just looking at. What the fuck? Dude. It was Towerfall from the Ouya. Huh? I feel insane. A boy puts on his pajamas and spends weeks staring at water because a giant bird kidnapped the wrong child. I have no idea how good this one is because I feel like I probably just don't know what this is talking about. Staring at water. Giant bird kidnapped the wrong child. I don't know, does this know anything about Pajama Sam? Nope. Angry child beats up local wildlife and breaks pots to afford maps, while bossy piece of talking driftwood judges him. Well, suddenly... I mean, talking driftwood sounds like Crash Bandicoot. But angry child beating up local wildlife and breaking pots and affording maps sounds like JRPG. Metacritic score 96%. But these sentences feel kind of mutually exclusive. The bossy talking driftwood sounds really Crash, but the pajamas and water? And there's a bird? No, local boy gets a magical baton, immediately uses it to change the weather so he can sail his talking canoe into enemy territory? Game? What? Talking canoe? %96 score on Metacritic? I mean, a GameCube, I've never touched a GameCube in my life, so that would explain, I guess, a little bit why. Magical baton? Change the weather so we can sail? What is this? Save your sibling from a very large bird. You must team up with a sassy pirate captain who has no idea she is actually royalty. Cartoon child uses a musical wand to control the ocean breeze while trying to stop a green-skinned man from touching a golden triangle. Oh, so is this Wind Waker? What? Wait. What? Save your sibling. Link has a sibling? And he has a magic wand in this? And the canoe talks? Yeah, I mean, the wildlife and breaking pots did sound very Legends of Zelda. But talking driftwood? Pajamas? Staring at water? Giant bird kidnapped the wrong child? I haven't played the game, so I don't know how accurate it is. Sleepy kid in green pajamas. Oh, they're just making fun of Link's outfit? They weren't being literal with pajamas. Talking red boat. I did not know the boat talked. Hyrule. So, okay, I guess I'm just too literal to understand some of their descriptions because they didn't actually mean pajamas. I took them for their word. Oh, they were just like, his outfit sucks. It's like pajamas. Okay. Recruit a bunch of neighborhood children to engage in unpaid athletic labor in random empty lots. I got nothing. Unpaid athletic labor is a really weird thing to say. That must be some sort of way of like, is it sports? Because if they were building something, I feel like they'd just call it labor. Why is it athletic labor? Random empty lots. But, and then recruiting children. Because it's not just like it's skateboarding. Like, or, all right. Empty lots. I don't know. Tactical management simulator where you must balance the egos of a wheelchair-bound kid and a boy who literally does not know what planet he is on. And it's too old for Metacritic. Boy who literally does not know what planet he's on? What is this? I don't think I know this. Sports game where the most feared athlete in the world is a tiny Spanish-speaking child whose belly hangs out of his shirt. It says it's from PC. What? The only athletic league where you can hit a ball so hard it turns into a screaming meteor. You still have to worry about hitting a pop fly into a neighbor's swimming pool. $1997. Picking the right mascot and a kid named Pablo guarantees you will crush every other team of unsupervised minors. Yeah, it does sound like baseball, yeah. Give them the pop flies. I do it baseball. It was not called baseball, unfortunately. Point and click America's pastime featuring a robotic pitching machine, juice boxes, and playing on a field made of literal trash. It was called Backyard Baseball, 97. Might be team management game. It literally said it was a team management game. Okay. Teenager takes advice from a hole in the ceiling and proceeds to ruin the local wildlife's day. There's a hole in the ceiling. Can we get back to games that I've heard of before? What the fuck? I don't. Young man ignores all trespassing signs to stab some very large, peaceful rock animals. Oh, come on. Fucking you, brother. Why was this not the first thing? But he was already in the valley before the hole in the ceiling said anything to him. That's not the premise. Fuck off. Fucking well, you know, I guess I was right for guessing shadow classes earlier. I knew they'd fucking picked it. I feel like this is way too vague of a starting one. You motherfucker. Basically do a really aggressive walking tour of ancient tourist traps while hoarding magical sandals. Hoarding magical sandals? That seems like a weird thing to say. Really aggressive walking tour of ancient tourist traps. I don't know. Mute tourist solves the world's mythological monster problem by aggressively clicking on angry pigmen and centaurs. Gods are too lazy to do their own exterminator work, so you have to walk all the way from Sparta to China to step on a really big guy. Diablo going on a Mediterranean vacation, putting on a toga and forgetting to bring any procedural generation. What? What is this? Mix and match 2 career paths to become the ultimate ancient world pest control expert, picking up an insane amount of spears along the way. Hack and slash your way through a giant classical mythological textbook just to put some big angry ancient deities back in their cosmic jail. I don't know this. Titan Quest. No, it sounds like, I think when they said Diablo, I think they you know, mean like top down, not top down, isometric. No, it's called Titan Quest. How have I not heard of this? Yeah, like Diablo, like, wow. Oh, Titan Quest 2. Huh. Nico, what's up? Breakfast cook extraordinaire. Wow, yeah, I'm not familiar with Titan Quest. That is what they were describing. This is exactly what they were describing. That, I don't know anything about the sandals, but yeah, mythological. Desicore, hello. Welcome back to the couch. Hope you enjoy your stay. Oh, it's welcome back to the couch, Nico. I hope you enjoy your stay. It's a popular time for people to stop by, I guess. Titan Quest. Huh. Okay. Teenager refuses to get a job until she collects enough cosplay items in the desert. That doesn't, I'm chronically online. Oh, but what we doing right now? This is guess the poorly described game. Right here. I don't have a guess for this. Spend most of your time trying to not let your floating space Vespa break down while listening to indie pop. What's like Beyond Good and Evil? That has a lady in it. Nope. Desert nomad who gets to legally drop out of society, float in a red bubble, and steal bird eggs. X1 Xbox Series. Oh, was it just called like Nomad? No, I feel like there was I feel like I saw this game on Game Pass. Cyberpunk? I don't think so. I feel like I saw this on Game Pass or something that I think is similar. But now I don't remember what it was called. I'm just gonna scroll Game Pass real quick. I think also the thing with Cyberpunk is no matter what, gender V is, if you're doing a bad description, they probably won't, pigeonhole it. And this one definitely mentioned female protag. So not that, not that the description couldn't match, but I do think evidence, I mean, they've lied in their descriptions before, so it's always possible they fucked up, but feel like I saw, I thought it was called Nomad or something, but Peppa Pig, perhaps. Oh, there's the Palworld 1.0. That's kind of on my list a little bit. I feel like I've seen this. It's not coming up. Maybe I missed it, but I scrolled past it. Maybe it's on the Xbox app, but it's not on Game Pass. I don't know. I think I've seen this game though. I don't know. It's not like Soma, right? No. Breath of the Wild's climbing mechanics, but absolutely zero enemies to fight, and everything looks like 80s French comic book. I think custom hover bike. What's this? Sable. Is that? not the animal. Yeah, this is what I was thinking of. I've seen this, and that was describing it a little bit. Wow, I was nowhere near close remembering what that was called. This is what I was picturing. I was never gonna get that name though. I did not know it was called that. Okay, and is it on Game Pass or am I insane? Looks like no. You could buy it on Xbox, the app. Maybe it was at one point or something. Interesting. Local contractor gets violently dizzy while trying to resolve a workplace dispute between a greedy mining corporation and its mechanized workforce. Violently dizzy. I wonder what that's about. Mechanized workforce. This could be a couple things, I feel like. But the violently dizzy and mechanized workforce is interesting because it's like, that's almost like Abe's Odyssey or like Oddworld stuff, but I feel like mechanized workforce doesn't quite fit, and violently dizzy is a little odd. Mining corporation, mechanized workforce. Mining too. I guess I don't have a better guess than Oddworld. Spent hours staring at a confusing 3D wireframe map because you forgot which way was up in a zero gravity labyrinth. What? Original release too old for Metacritic. Worms. I'm fairly certain no. Is like the two-dimensional shooting each other worms? This sounds like I have 3D wireframe map because if I was up in a zero gravity labyrinth. And it's too old for Metacritic. Heavily armed exterminator dealing with a very aggressive pest problem inside various space tunnels. But mostly you're just desperately hunting for a blue key card. Was this... That sounds like Doom. No? Core gameplay loop is get lost, shoot geometric shapes, blow up the basement furnace, then panic fly to the exit door before the timer hits 0. 1995 simulator for pure motion sickness where you pilot a small spacecraft through claustrophobic robot-infested shafts. It is essentially Doom, but you're in a spaceship. You have 6 degrees of freedom and the floor can be the ceiling whenever you want it to be. Descent. I'm assuming it's this thing? Oh, look at that. Weird. Okay. Hiking simulator, where the air is spicy and throwing small pieces of metal is a legitimate survival tactic. Not familiar. Me neither. This is super vague. And hiking simulator, I'm just gonna say peak, but I don't think that's right. Yeah. Wander around a depressing junkyard, trying to find glowing trash to sell, while fending off invisible dogs and angry men in tracksuits. What? Heavy consumption of cheap vodka is actively encouraged by the medical system to stop your body from melting. What? Eastern European camping trip where you play an amnesiac whose only goal is to assassinate some guy named Strelok. Was this some sort of like Metro or... like what's like Stalker? It is a Stalker game. I haven't played any. How would I Huh. Okay. Very angry man aggressively uses a piece of plumbing to solve political disputes in the 1940s. God. I mean, yeah, unfortunately, just like guess the game with pictures. If they're things you don't know, it's basically impossible. But I'm assuming this is someone using a pipe. Piece of plumbing. He's hitting people over the head with a pipe. Political disputes in the 1940s, bro? Like, what is this, like mafia? I don't... disastrous road trip to a spooky European castle ends with you fighting the undead because an overly enthusiastic archaeologist didn't know when to stop digging. What was with the plumbing? Road trip. European castle? Undead. Archaeologists didn't know to stop digging. Let's hit some sort of Castlevania. You try to go undercover as a waiter to steal some paperwork, but end up just riding cable cars and beating up the local fascist military with a metal tube. The metal tube is back. What's with the metal tube? It's not the recent Indiana Jones game, is it? Listen, American runs a German excavation project. Zombie apocalypse. which he immediately fixes with copious amounts of dual-wielding gunfire. This is all one game? Before taking a 14-year nap, our heroes to fight off ancient occult magic, an enormous blind monster, and a horde of flaming fascists. Oh, is this like Wolfenstein? What's with the pipe? Or it's a Castle Wolfenstein? Okay, it's a Castle Wolfenstein game. Return to Castle Wolfenstein? No, it was Wolfenstein the Old Blood. Well. Oh! No, that's one of the new ones, right? The BJ Blazkowicz. Wait, which year did they say this was from? 2015. Oh, I was going too far back. I haven't played the Wolfenstein games. Because I think that's the one, that's the sequel to New Order. Oh, but I thought the new ones were just Nazis. But this one has zombies and stuff. 2015. Huh. Well, just give me a game I know, please. A babysitter's game of hide and seek gets way out of hand after his boss is murdered. I'm trying to think of a game where hide and seek happens. But I can't think of any. Angry bodyguard uses teleportation and an army of plague rats to express his dissatisfaction with the local government. Is this like Plague Tale? I don't know anything about those. No. Framed for killing the person you were hired to protect, you decide to prove your innocence by murdering everyone else. Oh, it's Dishonored. That's on my list to play. It is. I think it's because you're the bodyguard for the princess, and then I think the monarch is killed, is I think what this is. Welcome back, Stahl. Hope you enjoy your stay. I thought we were talking about rigging, and then you were like, poof, got snapped. And the angry bodyguard uses teleportation and army of plague rats who just. Oh, and this is the main character. I thought this was talking about someone else, but I think this is I think what you do in Dishonored. I haven't played it yet. Heavily armed UN task force realizes that the best way to deal with an ancient cult is to eat their hot porridge and bounce around on metallic trampolines. Well, I think this doesn't sound like anything I'm aware of. Infiltrate an island monastery and spend an alarming amount of time magically turning into a dog to violently bite robed men who are begging for their lives. What? Too old for Metacritic. These old games are some DOS on the DOS. In this shooter, eating questionable mushroom makes your entire vision spin, and hitting people with a glowing magical baseball bat is highly endorsed military strategy. 5 different operatives. Everyone just picks the fastest guys so they can sprint around launching walls of fire and missiles that fly like they have had too much to drink. Classic boomer shooter. Collecting floating Egyptian onks gives you extra lives. Floating cold internet elves. El Oscuro. I don't... Sequel to Wolfenstein 3D, this bizarre 1994. It was on Freshers featuring the Hunt team. I don't... Rise of the Triad Dark War. Never heard of that. Physics engine desperately trying to hold together a world inhabited by a creature with an unnervingly sick... We have another goat simulator. It's two not... Dude. Yeah, okay. Yep. This is poorly described game number 34 and it's had 2 goat simulators. Nah, yeah, that's a good place to stop. You need to have less goat simulators. I'm sorry. There needs to be less. That can't be. We can't have 2 in the first 34 instances. What? That cannot be. I like some of those, but the biggest problem is when you run into a streak of games that you've like never heard of. That doesn't go well. Oh boy. What is this like what's like Ethan something? Vanishing of Ethan Carter. That's what this looks like. Nope. Tree. Oh man, I recognize it. Whoa! Is that what, like a Left 4 Dead? Maybe nope. Or is this is this the Stalker game? Wow. I want to get one. I just heard about one of the Stalker games. I want to get one of these, I know, but maybe I should take a break. Oh, how do I? Oh, there it is. What the fuck is this? Kind of looks like The Last of Us though. Oh no, that's... What is that? That looks kind of familiar though. Very, very 2000s graphics. And you can see there's a reticle down there. Oh, and there's the same reticle. So this is definitely an FPS of some kind. One that is set in city as well as construction site. It doesn't look like Gears, but I feel like it's something from the same era of those old school ones. I don't know. It's definitely kind of sci-fi-y with the energy blast on that thing. I don't know, is that what Duke Nukem 3D look like? I don't know. What is that? That's a Munter. Still not Gears, but doesn't look like not Gears. What is this? FPS horror survive. I don't know what this is. Singularity. Dude, God, the longer I'm playing these, the more I feel like there are games that are just being invented. Singularity? Come on, give me one. What is that? Oh, this looks ancient. What the? That's not... the Majora's Mask doesn't look like that, does it? Oh, good God. What in the ancient RPG is this? This could be any, or this is like a Dragon's Quest, or this could be, oh god. No, or like Xenoblade, Chrono Break, Chrono Trigger, Chrono. There. Xenoblade. No. They all look the same to me. Legend of Dragoon. Oh, wait. Now we're getting somewhere. Do I know this? That looks really familiar, but I think it's just kind of that graphic style, because I don't think this is actually Spyro. Oh, and this is some sort of like racing game. It's just kind of in the same era. Oh! Oh! Whoa! Whoa! Wow, that came out of nowhere. Crash Bandicoot. That came out. Boom! Crash. Oh my god. Wow. Ow. Hey-oh. Nice grass. I can't actually tell if this is concrete or like the sky. Or is it water? Is this a lily pad? No, I feel like that's grass. Blueprints. No. Oh, no, it's ancient. Okay, yep, we're just gonna... Nope. Beavis and Butthead, what? Okay, sure, we're just making up games now. Oh my god, what is this? Oh, whoa, wait. That's not what Hyper Light Drifter looks like, is it? No, the art was a little different. What is that? It looks kind of like, it's almost like Nine Souls-esque too. Tyjack Gaming, welcome back to the couch. Been a while. Welcome back. I feel like this is probably some sort of Metroidvania that I haven't played though, because I don't recognize the art style. Wait, is this the one that we just got on the Epic Games Store? Yeah, this is definitely some sort of Metroidvania that I haven't encountered. Wait, I'm gonna, oh, I got rid of the, I feel like we got something that looked kind of like that on Epic Games not too long ago. Oh, no, Doomblade, no. Maybe that's what I was thinking of. Maybe I'm mistaken. Or maybe it was on... Maybe I'm crazy. It doesn't look like it's coming up. Yeah, I don't... Ultros. Yeah, nope. Ooh. Well, there's some feet back there. Don't recognize those feet. But it looks kind of like the ground quality of like Halo Wars. Whoa. I think what? Almost looks like Diablo 2 rendered cutscenes. What is this? a Diablo game with a 76%. There's no way, but that would be insulting. Yeah, no. What? PC, PS4, Xbox One. Really? What? What is this? Oh, what in the Mortal Kombat? Was that like 10? What the f— Okay. I've never played a Mortal Kombat. Oh man. What is this? This is another of the Dragoon something. This is an RPG I've never played. Xeno Break Trigger 17. Legend of Heroes Trails from Zero. Yeah, whatever. Ooh. This is definitely more modern. This is a really interesting pick though, because there's not really a lot happening here. This is just some ground textures. I don't know, do we go Atomic Heart? I think that's already been in here. It's been a long time since I played this though. Oh, and suddenly in a warehouse. Is it the new Indiana Jones game? I don't actually remember what the new game is called. Great Circle, that was the movie, wasn't it? Train. It says Bard. I don't think I know this. Got some sort of little machine. FPS post-apocalyptic. There's a robot that also says Bard. What is Atom Fall? Huh. Okay. It is moments like this that I'm like, oh, why do I play this? It's probably like some sort of Sonic or something. Good God. I mean, I don't know. Mega Man, Sonic, Mega. What? What is Mega Man spelled differently? I don't know. That's Commander Keen in Invasion of the Vorticons. Bro, these are not... They're not real games. Oh my, what? Oh, that at least looks a little familiar. No. Oh, is this like Paper Mario? Fuck, just one game I've played, please. Just one. Just one. Come on. I mean, I can't be, this is inconclusive, but like, what a picture of rocks. What is it? What is this? I don't have a good guess. Oh. Oh, is this a city builder? Oh my God, is this black and white? Black and white too? know if enough people know about Black and White, the series, let alone Black and White 2, for this to need to be the first image. Like, I don't think we need to play around. You could use some of these as the first picks. I guarantee it. Like, I don't know if there's any way to play Black and White 2. I've tried. Oh, it's not, there's not a version on Steam, is there? Because the box copy does not run on modern Windows. Doesn't show up on Steam at all. I guess technically that counted as a game I've played. But the image was kind of rough. Skateboard. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I don't know this. What the fuck? A little guardsman. Huh. Nope. 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 Game from 90s. Nope. 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 Pixel graphics. Nope. 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 Well, I got like a 1 slam dunk today with Halo. Got a couple in 2. Yeah, I think that's probably enough guess the games for me. Man, it gets annoying when you're like 10 games deep into like, what are these? They're making shit up. The bad vague descriptions, poor descriptions were kind of fun, but it really, like, there's so much, well, I mean, the pictures too, it kind of works out where it's like, I don't know, whatever's generating it, whether it's a person or an algorithm, it feels like especially the descriptions one, there's so much more personality there, and it's like, sometimes they're being cheeky with it, and it's like sometimes being cheeky with the description, you're like, oh, that's a joke. I don't think I played Black and White, but I definitely played some Black and White too. And I tried to play it again like 10 years ago, and even then it didn't run on modern Windows of that day. I do, and I added a game on Steam to my wish list that, like, cause Ye Olde God game used to be a genre, but no one's really done them recently. And there's one that showed up on Steam that I put on my wish list, but it looks like it might be bad. It's called like Masters of Albion. Yeah, it was supposed to be like God game, but yeah, its reviews are mixed. So, populous. You wanna be populous? Although that one was a little more city, right? I don't know. Populous. Yeah, I don't know. It's funny. Given how much like people like City Skylines has done really well in the modern age, so it's like, I don't know. Oh yeah, no. Yeah, Populous was an OG for God game, huh? Wasn't it? Had no idea it was a genre. Oh. It not really anymore. People just like don't really do it. I think it's because it kind of fell often in like a weird gap between like 4 genres, because like you have like city building, city management stuff. There's like RTS, simulation, and I don't remember what I was thinking of as the other one, but it's like, it's kind of in the middle of like all three, because it's not just city management, because there's extra layers of like your interactivity and stuff, but then it is not, you know, like balanced enough that it's like RTS, but then yeah, it's just like, I think a lot of times now people just play one genre. They're like, I'm just gonna play, you know, it's like, oh, I'm simulating this way, or like, yeah, like I've seen a lot of stuff more recently where there, even when there was it was just like geography simulator, where it's like you can do like, depending on like what weather erosion and stuff, where it's like if you wanted to just simulate people or creatures or worlds and things, and there's like world simulator where you can like put down like people and fantasies and stuff, where it's like the god game was kind of too many genres, I guess, because a lot of people will just play one and not have to dip their toes and stuff. It's probably just pretty complicated to try and undertake. Yeah, because I mean, I definitely feel like the city builder management has survived, mostly just city skylines these days, it feels like. But yeah, I feel like God Game just splintered. It just was right back out of his niche. I think the problem is that it's probably kind of more complicated to attempt. Like, if you're a game dev these days and you want to make something, it's a lot easier to start with, you know, cities or people or the simulation or the that kind of stuff, and then if it works, you probably don't want to take the risk to like start there. And like, God, the like large development studios is so expensive these days, and everything they make is like almost borderline gonna fail just by numbers. So no one's probably gonna really take that leap, I reckon. I also don't really know how much of an audience there is for it. I would definitely play it, but like, if 90% of the people who want to buy games right now just want to play another genre of FPS, modern attention spans, yeah, I'm like, I don't really know how many people play. I know City Skylines did well, and 2, but like, I don't know if management games really have that big of an audience anymore. I actually just don't know. But yeah, if you know, everyone's just want to play Fortnite, could be a tough sell. I'm not sure. I don't I know what's popular with me and the YouTube algorithm that I kind of consume, but I don't really see a lot about management games very much anymore. And a lot of the ones that do seem to do well are like very specific, where it's like, oh, an old school revival of this very, you know, management type thing, or, you know, some kind of roguelike thing. So yeah, I don't know. It's, you know, it's possible. But yeah, I don't, yeah, modern video game stuff is strange. But that's why I feel like you do see, you know, it's a little bit of a modern renaissance of indie stuff, because people are making the things they like, but then often with indie, you're almost never gonna get those like really big projects because it's just like too much to handle for, you know, a small group. That's why then, you know, I think it's kind of natural that we see a lot more Balatros, etc., where it's like, you know, try and find a simple concept and then make it fun, and then you don't require a lot of art or, you know, physics or rendering stuff. And that's like nothing bad for that kind of game, but it is just much more likely to get that than like a management sim. It just be that way sometimes. Wow. A lot of games, still a lot of games never heard of. And what was it, the Ouya? There are game consoles I've never heard of. Me playing Terror Tower on the Ouya. And there's still hundreds of old school RPGs that I still haven't heard of. Something Dragoon, and then epic heroes on the legendary trail, something like that. Just bad description of Mega Man. For it being about Mega Man, they talked a lot about the geriatric college rivalry. You gotta be up on the lore for that. Like, I'm vaguely aware of what that looks like, but I didn't remember there was old men that were that involved. Suikoden 1 and 2. I don't think I know that series. Oh. First images do look like some sort of JRPG. We're really hammering in the fact that does look like plenty of RPGs that I have not heard of. That looks exactly like what I was talking about. Good Lord. You collect people. I don't. Is that supposed to be different than any sort of RPG where you get a party? I'm like, how? I've never. I don't. Collecting people sounds like an interesting way to describe things, but that sounds like a way to describe RPGs where, like, yeah, you just, you know, you collect people, collect a team. Bum, 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 bum. Battle party, maximum 6 people. Protagonist and 5 other characters. Earlier you said you never played them, but it sounds like you must have played them a little bit. Never heard of them. Never heard of them. Oh, it's a YouTube recommendation of a full playthrough, and it's only like 14 hours. Castle developing is cool. I do like a castle. I could probably replace sod. Haven't seen sod in a while. 10 hours lesson. It sounds like you could have been close to the end. I don't know. I was just basing that off of I was just Googling it and it recommended something that said full playthrough and it was 14 hours. But maybe it was episode 1 of a full playthrough. I'm not sure. I didn't investigate that thoroughly. Two towns. Well, maybe you were taking your time. I don't know. Anyway, let's see if I don't know if there's gonna be any statistics for that on how long to beat. How long to beat? And then so the how long to beat website says main story is 20.5 hours. So if someone was going a little fast, maybe it could be legit. The second one says 33 hours though, so that would be Oh, take one's time, might take a lost distracted. I think in general that's true, but if you make a good enough game, sometimes it can be hard to get lost. Especially with the more, you know, succinct it is, but try again one day. It doesn't look like visually so far, or what I read, that it sounds like that's necessarily something that should be very high on your list. But if you want to, you for sure go for it. I don't know, all the turn-based RPGs, most of them look exactly the same to me. And unless there's a reason to believe that there's like some really good storytelling or something going on, I'm like, what? If you want to go read some abilities, I guess you can do that if that's fun. I want to put together the same team of tank, healer, DPS for the 1700th time, and cycle through my menus, potions. I don't know, take turns damage soaking with the same skeleton orc slime progression that's been going on for 40 years, which is probably a pretty pessimistic way to look at that, but like, I don't know. Most old school turn-based things, to me, I look at them and just like, yawn. Wow. It's just not very interesting. And they all take so long to do anything, where it's like, yeah, you're supposed to go and grind levels for an hour. That's like, I like farming things for power, but it's done so time padding. Yeah, that's what I feel like. Well, we wanted to make a 300-hour game, and half of it is just time that we put in there. Like, I like it when a game is like, we want you to farm for 100 hours, but it's because it's part of the gameplay loop, not because we wanted to make you wait. And I feel like I get the vibe from a lot of them, like, this enemy is level 367, and you could, or I don't know. It's like, what? Why? I don't like artificial padding. Not one bit. But I'm like, hang on a second. I think you're keeping me from the rest of the game for an arbitrary reason. Me no likey. Forgot if I had any other ideas for today. There was some more demos I had downloaded from like a couple weeks ago. But slows the game up enough to bore you. Then yeah, game failed. But like, I feel like that was just literally game design from the old school JRPG era. I don't know. I don't get it, but people seem to like those. I think the biggest thing that is interesting to me is Metaphor Refuntatio. I didn't finish that game. And that's a, you know, pretty new game, and lots of people really like it. And I liked the characters and the story, but the gameplay was just like, I didn't want to keep playing it. So there's clearly something about like turn-based RPGs that just doesn't work for me. But clearly a lot of people like it. And so now I'm like, I'm too scared to play any of the Persona games because I think I probably won't like them. Even though, you know, people who like them really like them, and I'm like, I think I just might not. Which is like, I don't know. It feels like an attention span thing somehow, but I know that's not a problem I normally have. I do think the calendars in those games and stuff is an interesting nexus for me, where I don't like calendars in video games. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty weird. It's like, I'm not opposed to strategically planning things either. But the turn-based games, like JRPG turn-based, almost always instantaneously bore me. Which is pretty funny. I don't know what it is. Haven't finished Persona 5. Well, I have not played a single Persona game. But I get the feeling that I would, I mean, like, I'm pretty sure I would like the story and the characters and the art style, but I think I wouldn't, I think I'd want to stop playing based on of what I've experienced so far with Metaphor's gameplay loop, which I think seems pretty mechanically similar to what they've done before. Somebody trying a Wednesday. I definitely don't think I would. I don't think it would be that short. I'm sure it would take a little bit longer for me to bounce off. They're also, I don't, how big are the installs for the just because I think the Persona 5 Royal might be on Game Pass, right? Yeah, Persona 5 Royal? I don't know if it's Royal or Royale. Normally Royale has an E, but like I've never heard anyone say it. And I don't know if it's just like because how it's like 50 gigabytes. I mean, in theory I could swing that. Well, it would be a little tight right now, but I do have a recent batch of games that I could probably trim. I know a lot of people who really like Persona. Most specifically Persona 5. So at least if I haven't played it, I can be like, I don't know if I don't like it. Because I want to like it, but I have reason to believe if I tried it, I wouldn't. But then if I did, I'd know. But yeah, I need to prune some games. I uninstalled Devil May Cry 5 last night, but that hasn't freed up too much. Is reinstalling Granblue Fantasy Relink definitely is impacting my space currently. There must be some stuff on Game Pass that I still have installed, because I feel like I normally have been keeping it pretty lean on Steam. God, it's funny. It is, Steam isn't perfect. And it's not even like it does all the things you'd want all the time, but it is really funny how bad basically every other attempt at launchers is. The Epic Games launcher and I don't know what's this called, like it's just like the Xbox app. Oh my god, they're so bad. I mean, they're not actually so bad. Like if you had this application like 10 years ago, it'd be like, oh, sick. But they just fucking don't do the things you want them to do. And for some reason, the fucking Xbox app is always like trying to tell me every game I have installed. And I'm like, brother, I'm not here to tell me, don't try and tell me what Steam games I have. I could give less of a fuck. Just, I'm here to see the Xbox games right here. It's like, oh, we've got the Battlemon Showdown demo installed. I'm like, fuck off, Xbox. Stop looking at that. Stay in your own lane. I'm like, show me the games that, oh, apparently Candy Crush Saga is installed. Is that true? Last played 1 day ago. I don't think so. What? What the fuck? What? That's kind of creepy, actually. I don't. Huh? Don't like that. But like, why do I not? Why, I can sort it by just games on Xbox, but I'm like, why is that not the default? Why would I be coming to the Xbox app to launch my Steam games? I'm sure like, it's all in one place. And I'm like, yeah, that's Steam. You're not Steam. You're not good enough to be Steam. Maybe if you would like boot up and show me what I needed to when I needed it, then I would consider it, but you kind of don't. Oh my god, the Epic launcher keeps doing this thing where it displays an invisible social tab behind the launcher, and then you can't click on anything anymore because you need to find the invisible social tab and close it. It's really impressive how bad the other game launchers make themselves look. Because it's funny, most of Steam's supremacy is just doing like an average job and like letting everyone else just like fall over and shit themselves. it's really what they do. They're like, yep, this works. And then Epic Games is like, watch this. What if we made our app not work? We also have free games. And I'm like, I will come for the free games and and then I'll leave until I want to play them. Because the rest of your app does not work. Like impressively so. And then the Xbox app is like, look at, here's 30 games. And then they're like, and we know everything. We're trying to keep track of everything you've installed. You should be here only. And then here's 17 things you could buy, and then 14 menus that don't show the game you're looking for. And if you go and search, it like is going to take 30 seconds, and then it's going to show you the wrong game. I'm like, yes, this is peak usability. That's what this is right now. Oh, there's some new things on Game Pass. Something called Fix Force and something called Fog Piercer. Fix Force is a chaotic co-op extraction platformer. Well, Friend Slop is always intriguing to me, but so that's not gonna be something I'm gonna play. Fog Piercer. Sci-fi roguelike deck builder. Deck builder. That's like deck builder and old school RPG turn-based are the same thing to me. I'm like, cards are so meh. They're so rarely interesting to me. It's just like Slay the Spire 2 is on my radar. And I liked Slay the Spire, but it's always like, and that's why it was I was playing Vampire Crawlers. Is that what it's called? Not, I think it's just called Vampire Crawlers, right? Yeah, Vampire Crawlers. I was like, I'll try that because it showed up on Game Pass. But it was a card game. I was like, I don't know, but it was really good. So it's not that card games need to be bad, and it's like I can play turn-based games, but like most of them are not cool. But I know people who like them, so like there must be something. But at least like I don't really like extraction like shooter games. So like Arc Raiders just like doesn't look interesting to me, or like Escape from Tarkov. I'm like, eh. But when people are like, I really like this, and I'm like, I understand why you would. Like I can see the Ethereum, like, you know, tight, fast-paced shooting plus, you know, the like, oh, am I gonna die? Oh, PvP. And I'm like, I can understand the concept of that. I'm like, it's just not for me. But I'm like, at least I'm like, but yeah, like that's totally a genre that I think has, you know, impact. But the turn-based and the cards, I'm like, why? This just seems like gameplay, but worse. If you want to try a really old ASCII game. So, without reading the rest of that sentence, that's a pretty crazy sell. I don't know if that thought has ever crossed my head before. We'd be like, you know what? I really want to try a really old ASCII game. So I don't know if that's that thought specifically is ever really gonna happen. If it's really well done ASCII art, I won't say that it's never gonna be a thing, but I don't know if I've ever been like, I yearn for Dwarf Fortress. I yearn for the lowest fidelity visual thing. I also googled Atom on Steam, but that didn't look like it didn't look like the. It's definitely that's just definitely a newer game. This is one of the most successful roguelike games ever created? Question mark. It looks kind of Dwarf Fortressy to me. I don't know, but it's definitely not ASCII. But oh wait, here we go. Oh, here we go. There's a if you scroll far enough in that Steam page, you can find an old version. It looks like. Yeah, I don't. It's funny. This screenshot doesn't explain where this is from. I don't. Can I even show that? It's like, is this? Is that? Nope, that's nothing. Yeah. I guess I could take a screenshot. You know, I was gonna crop it, but it could be kind of fun to put the whole my whole desktop on blast. My OBS. I mean, is there anything in there? Kind of doesn't seem like it. Desktop tour. I don't. Wait. Oh, is that? Maybe I should go for like one of these. One of these. Oh, wait. This one. Yeah, there we go. Triangular table. Oh boy, that did not work how I thought it would. Boom! Look, that's the desktop reveal. There's me streaming on OBS. Wow, look at that. There's my chat up in the top left. Ooh, very cool, very cool. And then this is the ASCII art on Steam that I found. This is just in with the rest of the game's images. So I don't know if maybe you can still play, like maybe you can turn on a version. The funny thing is this screenshot also clearly has, you know, like an old Mac or new Mac like border at the top there. So I don't know. Big huge SO. I mean, it's because it's two monitors, because it's one connected desktop. So like the black borders at the top and bottom of this section over here are because that monitor is landscape. But yeah, so there's clearly one screenshot here that is very much what I was expecting from ASCII, but the rest of it does not look like that. But I don't know if that's just like a, if you can play it with that version or what. Oh crap, my desktop. It's my Spotify. Oh, and if my if I had moved my my chat on that top left, there's a notes file there called there's notes there called Final Fantasy 14 Gathering. There's Final Fantasy 14 macro, and then lists, intro script, and stream boilerplate. Very cool, very cool. Yeah. I do have some notes of it. Okay. Yeah, I've got I think it was my gathering times notes. Yeah, I was keeping track of, you know, lemonettes, gold ores, silk cocoons, Mazalea greens, and all the clusters. And then I was making some macros. Looks like, oh, there's definitely a lot of crafting in here. And then for some reason it says umbrella, hot beverage. I don't know what that's about. Notes. And then list.txt. I think this is anime. Oh boy, yeah, look at that. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh. Need to do the craft. There's always more crafting to be done in Final Fantasy 14, huh? There's always crafting. That's my secret. I'm always crafting. Oh yeah, because I still have Monster Hunter Wilds installed. That's a pretty big install. And I also still have Elden Ring and Night Rain. I feel like it's probably about time to play Elden Ring again. I had thought there was gonna be an update when they released the like Switch version, but I feel like I didn't see that happen. But that could be good to free up some space. Crystarium relics. Oh. Yeah, because how much? Oh, the Echoes of Aincrad is only 36 gigabytes. That's good. That's good. I could definitely swing that. I definitely want to play that sometime soon. Hopefully next week will be good. If I can manage to not play too much Granblue Fantasy Relink over the weekend. I'm trying to mostly let the game play itself. Which I did a better job last night than the night before. But the highest difficulty stuff will require me to play so I can't auto farm that. Yeah, it's funny. I'm it does appear that the frequency of the art scam question mark stuff is going up on YouTube again. Which is a little concerning. It was a really good, it was a good year. Well, that wasn't having weekend plans. Well, not really, but I am remembering that we didn't go up to my grandma's house last weekend, and my dad said I was supposed to remind him that we were going to do it this weekend. So I think yes, might be going and repairing some outdoor yard art question mark. Now that I'm thinking about it, I was about to be like no, but I think kind of yes. Not really fixed plans right now, but probably we're gonna make some. No, my plans for this weekend are Granblue Fantasy Relink. Granblue Fantasy : Relink - Endless Ragnarok. Well done remembering. Yeah, I mean, I guess technically you kind of reminded me. Like plans, I'm like, no. I'm like, oh well. I was plans on making plans. Oh, and hopefully working on some of my own art. Oh, maybe some video editing. Perhaps. Depending on how much my editors want to do. I feel like I have some things I recorded. Perhaps. Mayhaps. Teamwork. Just like guessing Danganronpa on poorly described games. Fitting muchly. I have been doing about the same amount that I would normally do. I have been doing a little bit more, but all of my League content is outsourced currently, so all of that is bonus. But yeah, I've been trying to remember to like, because the when I went on vacation and the triangle table and streaming on Twitch rant thing, those did really well compared to videos I've made in the past. And so I was like, oh shit, if I remember to like, because making those videos took me like 30 minutes the night before I left. And so I'm like, if I can remember to tell a story and then just like go and clip it out and post it, because like, and then like the customer service and the security one definitely is not doing nearly as well. That's like got like 30 views, but like customer service did pretty well too. Just trying to remember to go back and clip it. And the shorts are doing interesting things. Shorts are weird. Shorts are strange. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it would, and I don't know how much work it's going to take to do any of the stuff I want to do at 500, but potentially that could happen sometime soon. How's Werewolves doing? The video is sitting at 24 views. It's kind of just sitting there for now. The short is at 1147, and it got basically all of the views in the first 6 hours. The interesting thing about the short of that is when I woke up the next morning, it said it had gained me 2 subscribers, that's huge. I normally shorts don't really help with that, but that one did well subscribers wise, and also likes. So we'll see. I'm also trying. I'm trying to watch more VTuber clip stuff on my channels, and then watch some of my own content. I'm trying to massage the algorithm a little bit. Fingers crossed, but we'll see. Yeah, trying not to get too hopeful about 500 or plan around any of it, because that's always what gets ya. So just whenever that happens, if it happens, that could be fun, but we'll see. Yeah, the recent this is subscriber trend in the last couple weeks has been pretty good. We'll see. And some of my streams have also been telling me that they've been getting subscribers, which is interesting. But yeah, that is Werewolf Incident says it got 2 subscribers. Sheesh. Yeah, we'll see. Bum bum ba-dum bum. Was it lunchtime? Okay. Okay. My family made me aware yesterday that they have eaten up all the lunch food in the house. So they're looking for lunch today. Old and new faces popping up streams and juice. Yeah. It seems like there's an interesting, consistent churn. I always try my best to remember people and faces. I like when people stop by. I do worry a little bit sometimes that could be part of why the algorithm is so kind of fucked up, that like I have subscribers that don't watch my stuff, and I don't want that to be a big deal to me. Because I'd like it for people to be able to stop by, but sometimes I'm like, oh shit, is that? But I'm like, how would anyone else do it? I'm like, I don't know. But yeah, I think I will wrap it up here for today. I was kind of like, I could stop early today. I'm not really doing anything. Could be good stuff. I'm like, once Annie goes to bed, normally stream is pretty empty. So ending around now is not a bad idea. Thank you so much, everyone who stopped by today. Whether you're here now or long gone, it means a lot to me you stop by for any amount of time. This is gonna be it for me today, but I will be back on Monday, presumably playing some more League of Legends, but we'll see. Hopefully all watches are positive. Yeah, I think all views and likes are good. I think if you click on it and then immediately click away, that's probably not great. But I think one of the things that could be potentially detrimental is subscribing and then not watching. I think technically as a metric, it looks like I'm making content that my subscribers might not like. And so the concept of having gotten some like subscribers or kids or both or people that I was watching or, playing one game, and then I think potentially that could be, algorithmically harsh. I definitely feel like something fucked up has happened with my channel. I feel like I'm putting in time and stuff, and not a lot comes back out, but yeah, we'll see. I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their day, night, evening, etc., and a good weekend. Hopefully you have the exact amount of plans that you want. I hate making plans. So mine is open, and I like that. But if you're looking for weekend plans, I hope you get that. Yeah, I think this will be it for me for now. Hopefully I see you all around sometime soon. Bye-bye for now. Good night, good night, good night, good night, good night, good night. Oh, some more repetition. I'm getting flamed for my good night, good night, good night. That's close enough. Bye-bye.